I was raised and baptized as a Catholic in Indonesia. My mom was a Buddhist and my dad is a Catholic, so my mom converted to Catholic due to the culture and wanted to have one faith in a family. I know that until now my mom still loves Buddhism too, just that she is more flexible. However, for myself, after experiencing panic attack and anxiety disorder for the first time in my 32 years in my life, no family history of experiencing this experience really shocked me and influenced my spiritual as well. After a long exploration, I found inner peace through Pema Chodron and Thich Nhat Hanh books, surprisingly. And also practiced simple meditation during that horrible period. It helped to reduce slowly. I am the master of my own mind. For normal people, might find this exaggerating, but not when you're suffering from any mental disorders, depression. The will to commit suicide is so high because you can't stand it anymore. Last time I saw Buddhism as something meh and so weird, got so many gods, the monasteries look not appealing. Actually have some similarities with Catholic. But after studying more and more about Buddhism from prominent monks, authors, I finally understood the teachings. Humans tend to see everything on the surface without looking deeper, only follow their family, friends, TV shows without investigating, questioning. It's the same as religion. There are so many religions in the world, I don't understand why do we need to argue, forced to follow that religion. I think my religion is humanism, love. Even if I have to choose one, I will use that one teacher as my guide to living, not living for religion. In Nichiren Buddhism, it is the actual proof of one's practice of Buddhism that is most important. The actual proof means, what is the result of applying Buddhism to one's daily life reality? What is the impact of one's practice on transforming one's hardships, solving tension and creating harmony? So, my practice was about winning over my weaknesses and limitations, and experiencing inner strength and joy of life. Over 30 years of practicing Soka Buddhism constitutes a record of uncountable experiences that strengthened my belief beyond doubts. Of the many experiences, I would focus on those which transformed my karma and self-identity. Being born in the Middle East, my views and relationships with women were based on male superiority, although I was showing on the surface kindness and being nice. I had to transform that false and disrespectful karmic attitude as Soka women were leaders in Buddhist meetings, and their compassion and wisdom changed my perception. Akata's guidance, which is derived from Nichiren writings, about the subject of strict equality of bodhisattvas of the Lotus Sutra were what I based my heart on. My openness and true respect to women had completely changed my karmic attitude, heavy as I know it was. Another fundamental experience was about my identity. How do I identify myself? Buddhism expanded my mind to the difference between the specific aspect of being, as an individual, and the general belonging to humanity. This emerged in a study meeting about Nichiren's writing in which he warned that confusing what is specific with what is general as a cause for suffering. Being born as an Arab is a specific individual feature, but it is part of the general category of being human being, which is the general aspect of belonging. I understood the reason behind the huge sufferings of people from discrimination, as they themselves also discriminate against others. Discrimination comes from considering the specific race or ethnicity as equal or above humanity, the general origin of belonging. Suddenly, all tension and all feelings of superiority or inferiority regarding identity vanished from my psychology. Before Buddhism, I had strong hatred to the West, and especially the English and Americans, but many of Soka leaders who were truly concerned about my progress were compassionate English and Americans, or also of other origins, being very diverse bodhisattvas. Along the same subject of belonging, I had in my group chanting individuals who were born in Israel or of Jewish origin, who equally as myself were aiming for peace, and this dissolved any tension between us. Buddhism has solved the problem of the Middle East on the example of individuals who identify their humanism as the reference of their existence. This also relates to embracing humanism as the true identity. The Lotus Sutra teaches the concept of bodhisattva of the earth. So, for me to experience that my personal life as a manifestation of the Dharma, which is universal and beyond time or space, is truly a strong source of empowerment and joy. There are many, many, detailed experiences at work and relationships, which, through my chanting, I was able to know how to transform what I am facing into harmony and benefit to self and others. And being over 70 years of age, I experienced various medical issues. Before I went into one operation, during my chanting my mind was telling me that as a Buddhist, I should chant for appreciation and respect for the nurses and doctors and hospital staff down to the cleaners. I felt gratitude instead of panicking. And I had wonderful recovery and meaningful memories. I feel I am extremely lucky in encountering Soka Buddhism. I am always sitting comfortably in peace at the other side of my TV, which is showing nothing but disasters, bushfires, civil wars, floods, explosions, racism, and so on. But I worked wholeheartedly to revolutionize my life based on Nichiren Buddhism, and it is a work in progress.